I was born in the town of Kingston, in the island of Jamaica, sometime in the present century. As a female and a widow, I may be well excused given the precise date of this important event. But I do not mind confessing that the century and myself were both young together, and that we have grown side by side into age and consequence. I am a Creole and have good Scotch blood coursing in my veins. My father was a soldier of an old Scotch family, and to him I often trace my affection for a camp life and my sympathy with what I have heard my friends call the pomp, pride, and circumstance of glorious war. Many people have also traced to my Scotch blood that energy and activity which are not always found in the Creole race, and which have carried me to so many varied scenes, and perhaps they are right. I have often heard the term lazy Creole applied to my country people, but I am sure I do not know what it is to be indolent. All my life long, I have followed the impulse which led me to be up and doing, and so far from resting idle anywhere, I have never wanted inclination to rove, nor will powerful enough to find a way to carry out my wishes. That these qualities have led me into many countries and brought me into some strange and amusing adventures. The reader, if he or she has the patience to get through this book, will see. Some people, indeed, have called me quite a female Ulysses. I believe that they intended it as a compliment, but from my experience of the Greeks, I do not consider it a very flattering one. It is not my intention to dwell at any length upon the recollections of my childhood. My mother kept a boarding house in Kingston and was, like very many of the Creole women, an admirable doctress, in high repute with the officers of both services and their wives, who were from time to time stationed at Kingston. It was very natural that I should inherit her tastes, and so I had from early youth a yearning for medical knowledge and practice which has never deserted me. When I was a very young child, I was taken by an old lady who brought me up in her household among her own grandchildren, and who could scarcely have shown me more kindness had I been one of them. Indeed, I was so spoiled by my kind patroness that, but for being frequently with my mother, I might very likely have grown up idle and useless. But I saw so much of her and of her patients that the ambition to become a doctress early took firm root in my mind, and I was very young when I began to make use of the little knowledge I had acquired from watching my mother upon a great sufferer, my doll. I have noticed always what actors' children are. If you leave one alone in a room, how soon it clears a little stage and, making an audience out of a few chairs and stools, proceeds to act its childish griefs and blandishments upon its doll. So I also made good use of my dumb companion and confidant, and whatever disease was most prevalent in Kingston, be sure my poor doll soon contracted it. I have had many medical triumphs in later days, and saved some valuable lives, but I really think that few have given me more real gratification than the rewarding glow of health which my fancy used to picture stealing over my patient's waxen face after long and precarious illness. Before long, it was very natural that I should seek to extend my practice, and so I found other patients in the dogs and cats around me.